All right, we've been learning all about Spanish abstract artist Juan Miro and the way that he uses a lot of different lines that overlap each other to create new spaces and new shapes. And inside those new spaces, he puts a lot of color. So the first thing that you want to do is write your name on the back of your white piece of paper. And then flip your paper over. Now we're going to use our hands to create this abstract art in the style of Juan Miro. And you need to spread your hand out, stretch it out nice and wide to be able to trace your hand. When you're using your pencil should stay right beside your hand and your fingers the entire time you are tracing. If you are tracing and you can't feel the pencil right beside your fingers, then you need to move your pencil closer to your fingers. And oops, I forgot to do the bottom part of my thumb. So I'm going to just lay my hand right back on there, make sure it's all lined up, and finish tracing. Okay, now this two lines right here, I'm going to swoop it across to connect them. And now what I'm going to do is turn my paper. And you're going to stretch your hand out again, but overlap your hand partly onto the hand that you just traced. This is going to help create those empty spaces, those empty shapes that we see in Miro's artwork, and give us new spaces to put different colors in, okay? Connect the bottom, swoop it around. And I'm going to turn my paper again and repeat. Trace around, swoop. Now I've got some empty spaces here at the bottom, so I'm going to just trace my fingers just to fill in that empty space. And I've got a little more down here, so I'm just going to do the same thing. There you go. Okay, after you trace your hand several times and overlap your hands to make all those new spaces and new shapes, we're going to trace again, but this time with a permanent Sharpie marker. We want a nice, thick, bold black line instead of those pencil lines. So when you are tracing with your Sharpie marker, make sure that you're going nice and slow here. Take your time. If you rush and go quickly, it's gonna end up looking a little bit sloppy, probably. So it's important that you make sure you take your time. All great art takes a lot of time to make, so we need to be patient and neat and tidy when we are tracing those lines. Last couple fingers, and I'm ready to start coloring now.